Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I am feeling real silly, so let's get the show. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Bloop. I am dressed up. Miss Christie's here. Say hi, Miss Christie. She's just winging it. It's Miss Christie and I am dressed up in my costume because it is dress up for a costume for Pride Day for Special Olympics, right? Yesterday was Wacky Hats and today is dress up in a costume and tomorrow is favorite color. So my buddy Justin has let me know that these days exist and so I am dressed up in support of Special Olympics. Yay! Oh, hey Ashley. Ashley and Cheyenne and Brooklyn are here, and that'll mean Samuel and William are watching. Yes, dress up in your costume in support of Special Olympics. That's awesome. I got a couple of books to read, and these are hard to read at these. And one is going to be called The Grumpiest Gecko. The Grumpiest Gecko. Because geckos are grumpy. And then School Rules, which I was supposed to read yesterday, but we ran out of time because I was busy. You should wrap up. Can I have a puppy? No. That sort of stuff. That's what happened. Can I please have a puppy? No. No. Please? No.
That's
May I have a puppy?
how it goes.
No, you may not have a puppy ever, because I'll eat it. No, you won't eat it. It's a nice puppy. No. May I please have a puppy? No. I want a puppy. I know you want a puppy, but you go get a puppy, because I'm in charge of everything. Okay. That's how it works in our house.
Not exactly.
No. Get away! We don't want puppies. Is that how it works?
No.
It's more like, can we have a puppy? No, because not right time, not responsible enough, but I want a puppy. Well, if you give me a good reason for it, puppy.
Yes, that's more like it. You've got some green fluff in your mustache.
That was a fuzzy booger, man. Don't be taking all my fuzzy boogers. They're not for you, man. They're for fuzzy boogers. Caspian and Eloane and Sophia and Starla and Shyla and Ella and Kingston and Diddle Boodle Biddle Boo. Oh, that's a lot of people at one house watching. Oh, so I should probably get reading, hey? Yeah. Probably get reading. I am in a happy mood. If I was a cow, I'd be in a happy mood. Puppy. Still no. Hey, Mikey Poohin, how are you, buddy? So I already told you which books you're going to read, so I should read these now. Oh, these were underneath the entire time. Mwah, mwah, mwah. For those of you that have just tuned in, we are dressed up in support of Special Olympics. Tomorrow, please wear your favorite color. Favorite color, my favorite color is plaid. No, it's not. It's pink. Pink is one of my favorite colors. Anyways, let's read The Grumpiest Gecko first. Grumpiest Gecko, and it's by Susannah McFarlane. And it is by Scholastic Australia. Oh, I can't do an Australian voice. Here we go. This is Grace and some of her gang. It's Gary, George, Jilly, and Gloria. Whoops, this book is teeny.
You can take it closer maybe to the screen. So
I could. Is that better? There you go. Look at this guy. They're just chowing down on, looks like maggots and stuff. Hello, Kateri. How are you? Grace is a bit grumpy. In fact, she is the grumpiest gecko, one of the grumpiest geckos from the Ganges to the Gilarana. I don't know where those are in Australia, I'm assuming. I know I pronounced them wrong. She grizzles about wearing gumboots to gather geraniums in the garden. Oh, there's a lot of G words in here. Gee, I wonder if I can say them all. She grumbles in geometry and geography. She's a first grader at Gecko Grammar, which is a type of school, right? Grammar school. That's where old people go. Old people go to grammar school. When I was your age, oh, it's grandma school. Sorry. I know how to knit and crochet. She gripes before she goes with her grandparents to the greengrocer to grab gherkins, gooseberries, grapes, and guavas. Golly Grace, what a grump, groans Grandma. Get a grip.
Get a grip.
Get a grip.
I like this, Grandma.
Ah, she was at grammar school. Get a grip. On reality. Then one day, guess what? The Gecko gang was going go-karting. Oh, goody. The Gecko gang was going go-karting. Oh, goody. That's a lot of gee, what's in here? Oh, have it. But Grace just grizzled. Grizzled must be an Australian slang for just grumped, basically, right?
Maybe.
Perhaps. Grace just grizzled. I don't want to go, she groaned. It won't be any good. You'll be great, Grace, guaranteed Gary. But Grace just groaned again and graciously glued herself to the ground. Goodbye, said Gary. I think it's ungraciously. You wouldn't graciously glue yourself to the ground.
I think she's allowed to.
Oh, graciously, like that, right? Okay. Now that the geckos had gone, Grace had nobody to play games with. Grace was glum. She began to grizzle, and then she got it. Being grumpy is too gloomy, she grinned. Being grumpy is too gloomy. It is too gloomy. Don't be grumpy. Bumpy wumpy. Grace galloped to the go-kart ground under the gum trees. Groovy Grace! Gushed the geckos and galas with glee. Gala. Oh, gala. Oh, you know what a gala is? It's a pink, it's a pink, I know this. It's a pink parrot. Right there. That's a gala. It's also a type of apple, so don't get them mixed up. If you go to bite it, and it goes, and then don't eat it. Have a go, George said, and he generously gave Grace a ride in his gold go-kart. Rather than being grumpy, Grace was grateful and looked very good in her go-kart gloves and goggles. Gorgeous. All the geckos gaily go-karted until they were giddy. How glorious! And Grace was glowing. Good on you, Grace, and Gary, and Gilly, and George, and Gloria. How about you? Can you be grumpy too? Well, I'm pretty good at being grumpy.
Me too.
No kidding. Can I have a puppy?
No.
Can I have a puppy?
No.
Say in a mean voice. Can I have a puppy?
No!
That's where I'm going to edit it, and everybody's going to think that Miss Christie's grumpy all the time. And then we'll edit it so her mouth doesn't match, right? It'll be like, can I have a puppy? Yes. It'd be like this. Can I have a puppy? Yes. You're not even watching. You're reading the grumpy book. I was trying to make you laugh.
I know. I have a hard time with this. He's trying to force her to go do something that she doesn't really want to do.
Yeah.
I get a little grumpy when people try to force me to do stuff I don't want to do.
Yeah. Yeah. But he wants him to come and he wants her to come and have a good time, right? So, yeah, maybe. Yeah, you can be grumpy if you want to be grumpy, and you be grumpy until it ends. Like, she had to. They showed that he was trying to get her to go, and she said no. And then on her own terms, she went, oh, you know what? I'd probably be happier if I went and spent time with my friends, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I understand that 100%. This is Robert Munsch's School Rules. School Rules. I think it was Josh that asked me to read this book yesterday. Was it Josh? I think so. And, look at that. Oh, Canada with a heart. School Rules, and it's by Scholastic Books. Thank you very much, Scholastic, for letting me read this book. I picked these up at a thrift store, but you can just get them right from the Scholastic site, which is awesome. I have the hiccups. Oh, it's gone good. On Friday, the bell rang and school was done. Cassandra hid under her desk and did not want to go home, even when all the other kids had dressed and left. She did not want to go home even after the teacher ran out to the bank before it closed. Cassandra hid under her desk and did not go home, and when the janitor with the tattoos on his arms mopped the floor. Cassandra hid underneath the desk and did not go home even when the slightly scary principal turned off all the lights and locked the front door. She seems pretty at ease underneath that desk. Then Cassandra finally got out from underneath her desk, and she turned on the lights and pulled out her favorite stuff. She's dancing with probably the gerbil that they have, right?
Yeah, maybe a hamster.
Maybe a hamster. I don't know the difference between a gerbil and a hamster besides the
size.
Name. Yeah.
Mainly, yeah.
I know it's not a hippopotamus, though. You could tell. Oh. When it was time for dinner, Cassandra's father said to her mother, "Where's Cassandra?" "Oh, I don't know," said her mother. "I haven't seen her. I thought she was with you." Uh-oh. Look at this. That's going to be some good mac and cheese there, too. Because the little kid's got her hand right in the mac and cheese, it looks like. Looks pretty stringy.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Looks like good mac and cheese. That's what I took away from that picture.
Cheese on that one.
So they ran around and yelled and screamed and hollered and called Cassandra's grandmother and all the neighbors. Then they called the police and the fire department and the hospital. Well, seems like a good, just go straight to panic. That's what we should do. That's what we need to do. Straight to panic.
No, if your little
kid for sure
doesn't come home when she's supposed to.
Yeah, you got to go straight to panic. Finally, Cassandra's father walked over to the school and saw the light on in her classroom. He banged the window until Cassandra opened it. He yelled, "We thought you were lost. We thought you had been kidnapped. What are you doing staying in school?" That's weird. It's a school that has opening windows.
The windows used to open at our school, but
all
we
the time.
didn't have air conditioning. So.
No, you didn't. A lot of them, if you look at a school now, a lot of those, where there's bricks and stuff, all those great big windows have been bricked in. "I like school," said Cassandra. "Well, I don't care if you like it," said her father. "You can't stay at school. You have to come home sometime." "But I like school." "This is nuts," said her father. And he jumped through the window, picked up Cassandra, and carried her home. "I like school. I want to be at school. School, school, school. I like school. School, 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 school." The next day was Saturday. Her father said, "You can't go to school." Her mother said, "You can't go to school." And Cassandra said, "But I like school." Her mother and father both yelled, "You can't go to school. There is no school today." I like the little sisters are just like, "Yeah, we don't care." But Cassandra got on her bicycle and rode to the school anyway. She knocked on the door, but nobody answered. She tried the window, but it was shut tight. Oh, they must have shut it the night before. So Cassandra got back on her bicycle and rode down the street until she came to the everything store. She walked inside and said, "I would like to buy a school." We're trying to figure out what that guy's delivering. Bags of balloons, maybe? What sort of school? said the lady behind the counter. Well, I want a school with dirty red bricks, a slightly scary principal, a very nice teacher, a janitor with tattoos on his arm, said Cassandra. Oh, okay, we have lots of those. Where do you want it sent? Send it, said Cassandra, to my backyard.
Interesting store.
No kidding. That's why they sell everything, it says. Oh, including the kitchen sink. The next day was Sunday. Cassandra's mother and father got up and went downstairs. They looked out the window and saw a school with dirty red bricks sitting in their backyard. There was a janitor out front cleaning the windows. The father looked at her mother, and her mother looked at her father, and they both yelled, Cassandra!
I wonder how much a school like that would cost.
$34.
Maybe that's what we need during this time. Is everybody to have a little school in their
With
backyard.
puppies in it. Cassandra came running downstairs and said, My school, it came, it's so wonderful. She ran out the back door, said hi to the janitor, got scolded by the principal for being late, and went into the classroom with the nice teacher. At recess, she told all her friends how to buy a school of their own. Amazon Prime, next day. Everybody's got their own school. That's a silly story. I don't know if I'd buy it. I'd get a good. You know what I do? If I could get into, what would you get if you could go to an anything store and buy it? If it was reasonably priced, I think you know what I would do? I would go and I would buy a 1950s or 60s, maybe a 30s gas station. With all the 30s gas station with all the neon and stuff, that'd be really cool. 50s gas station, or a 50s car dealership. Ooh, because then you know what I do? I would buy the car dealership, and then I would sell the cars that are in it, and buy. That's what I do. I'd start at a 40s, and then I would sell the cars, and then I'd buy a 50s, and I would sell all the cars, and I'd buy a 1960s, and I'd sell all the cars, and then I'd buy a 1970s dealership and sell all the cars, and then there's nothing cool in the 80s to drive. So that was it. There you go. Hey, K2, how are you guys? Kieran and Keegan, good to see you. Well, there's no birthdays today. Well, not no birthdays for me to sing to, but I hope you had a good morning. I have to go out, and we are working on a vintage trailer to get ready to sell, so I got to go do some work on that. And then I'm going to exercise my body, and I'm going to exercise my brain. And hey, Miss Christie, I told you that I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how to fix that thing in the trailer, and then I was about to give up, and I took my own advice and thought, okay, sit down and think about it. So I sat down, and I actually played a game while I was thinking, and then my brain went, oh, I wonder if we try it this way, and it worked. So I was very proud of myself that I figured it out and didn't give up, because sometimes I'll just give up. I do that.
Sometimes if you're focused too hard on a problem, it's hard to see the solution.
Yeah.
So you got to look away for a while.
Yeah, sometimes when you focus too hard on it's you know what? Have you ever had a situation where somebody goes, "Hey, do you know the name of this?" And you're like, and it's right there in your brain. You're like, "I know it's." Can't remember. And then all of a sudden, I've done that, and we're trying to remember. And in the middle of, I did it one time. We were talking about it before the show, and then I tried to think about it. What was the name of the show? I can't remember. Oh my gosh! And we're trying to remember. And then I'm in the middle of my show, and the other comedians were standing there, and I went, "It was blah blah blah" in the middle of the show. It just clicked into my brain, right? Because I wasn't focusing on it.
It's like your brain, or the thoughts in your brain sometimes get stage fright.
Yeah.
And they like skitter off.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's a great analogy that your thoughts get stage fright, and you're like, I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, so I am going to wrap up, and then you guys can go and play and do what you need to do. It is a school day, so exercise your brain, challenge yourself, exercise your body, and please tomorrow, if you could dress up in your favorite color in support of Special Olympics, please and thank you. That would be awesomely neat. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Remember, it's okay to get mad, it's okay to get sad, and it's okay to get frustrated with the people around you, but we should always be kind. ABK, always be kind. And be you. 100% be you. I end the show almost the same way all the time with the same two messages. Be you. Be proud of who you are. Have a day that you can be proud of. And if you're not proud of who you are at that moment, take a time to think about why you're not proud. Apologize to the people you might have hurt. Apologize to yourself. And move forward. And don't worry about being perfect, because in all that you say and all that you do, you never have to be perfect. You've just got to be you. And I don't have a song to end the afternoon thing.
Nope.
Go have a good day, Facebook friends. Da 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 day. Have a day. Bye. Lots of love from Miss Christie and I. Whoop, almost forgot that part. That's the most important part. Lots of love. Bye-bye.